song.
Okay, well, we figured out the problem with our tides yesterday. We had looked up the tide time for Huntington Beach, not realizing that Laguna Beach, which is the area I was at yesterday, and the area I'm at this morning. Here I am at Crystal Cove. They're very different low tide times, so I was actually an hour late yesterday, so I got here this morning at 7:30, and you can see it's incredible. Here is the rocks and everything that would be underwater. If you look up, you can see that dark line. That would be where high tide is. So this is like 20 or 30 feet further in that I can walk just on the sand. So we're gonna really get some good, hopefully get some good tidal pool pictures and maybe some more video. So I'm gonna just keep exploring and show you when I find some cool stuff. I already see some anemones. They were anemones that I saw yesterday. I'm hoping maybe today I can find some sea urchins. Is my hope. So I will again try and take some more pictures or video to show you some more. Actually, I might see a crab. Oh, it's dead. I found a crab, but it's dead. No wonder it wasn't running away. So that's kind of my plan. Okay, so I just found this shell, and you will notice, sorry, I'm twisting all around, that there is a piece coming out. That's actually the foot of the animal that is still living in this shell. I'll put it back down where it was. From above, this is what it looked like, and it looked like a shell to me, so I kind of moved it with my hand, and sure enough, it still had an inhabitant. For those of you, I guess I never really thought to explain what a tidal pool is. So a tidal pool is created when there's rocky areas, and at low tide, when the ocean goes out, and I'll kind of explain how that works. I learned a lot this summer and did some studying about how it works. Ooh, I just see a little crab there. Let me see if I can get you into it. Right, there it goes. Just skittered away. So when the ocean goes out to low tide and recedes, it leaves all these pools of water here in the rocks and the sand, and these become little ecosystems. So the water is way out there right now, but as it starts getting later and later, we're actually starting to lose low tide right now. So these tidal pools will again get covered with the ocean as that high tide comes in. So I'm gonna keep moving kind of quick because we're gonna lose our opportunity to see this stuff because the ocean's gonna be coming back in. So I just wanted to share that little animal with you, and I'm gonna keep on trekking. Alright, this is why going to the tidal pools and really going slow is so important. You can see here I just discovered a little starfish. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, and then if you look at that white part towards the top, that's its 5th leg, kind of wrapped up and around that rock. So, first time I've seen a starfish this trip in a tidal pool, and it's just amazing. It's kind of that purplish, pinkish color, very beautiful. Look how camouflaged those two are. And you got this big guy over here. He looks like he's ready for a fight. I clearly am not going to fight him. It's amazing. He just sits there while I take this video. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it looks like a lava flow. I'm gonna have to check and see whether that's correct. So I just had to take some video here. You're gonna see all these shells, and you'll see all those anemones. It just looks kind of like shells all gathered together in the cracks. Those are all sea anemones. And if you're wondering about sea anemones, yes, that is what Nemo and his dad lived in Finding Nemo. But you're just going to see this tremendous amount of life. We've got mussels up the next side. Got a little crab over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right by that red bushy looking thing. Tremendous amount of life here. My question still, where are the sea urchins? They used to be in every tidal pool, and now I don't see any today. Where are the sea urchins? Also, I don't know if I missed my calling as a marine biologist, but there was a group of, well, a family of 4, walking just kind of willy-nilly and picking up anything they could find. In case you don't know, it is illegal to take shells, rocks, anything from these protected tidal pools. Again, it is illegal. I let them know that. They weren't aware. Also, they had just been kind of running amok on the rocks, and I explained to them how to find these sea anemones so that they weren't smashing them, because I just am sure they were absolutely smashing them as they were hobbling through all of the tidal pools. So I like to spread that information. It was kind of cool for me to know something, even though I'm not here, not from here. So I'm going to keep exploring, seeing what else I can find. This is going to be my last video from Crystal Cove State Park. I was hobbling around on the rocks and doing really good, and I hadn't dropped anything, hadn't fallen, and as I was headed back, I was going down a rock backwards and stepping into the next rock. I had both my hands holding, I thought, and I kind of did one of these numbers. My hand was on the rock and I rolled over, and I'm gonna say it was pretty agile of me again. It was definitely in slow motion. These 2 girls watched it happen, and instead of laughing, they actually asked if I was okay, and I am. And then I was walking a little bit further, I saw just a few scratches, and then they said, sir, you're bleeding on that leg now. So I recognized that I was bleeding, and luckily I got that all-purpose buff, which I will tell you, I had it on my shoulder because it was all sweaty. And I had gotten gray originally because I really liked how neutral it was, and then I dropped it. And I really wish that I would have gotten a brighter color. Not because I would prefer to wear a different color, but simply because if I were to drop it again, then I would find it easier. I found it though. I found it in one of the tidal pools, and just kept on going. That was actually the reason why I rolled over and slipped, was because I was going backtracking to where my buff might have been. So that was that. I am hashtag disappointed in humanity. Hashtag disappointed in humanity. That's right. I know I've got a couple of friends who've already don't have faith in humanity, and I was at the point where I did have some faith in humanity, but today, seeing no sea urchins, I have lost faith in humanity. I saw thousands upon thousands upon thousands of sea anemones. Well, probably not that many, but thousands of sea anemones today. They're doing great. Not a single sea urchin. I went to just about every tidal pool I could find and wasn't able to find even one. Didn't even see any shells of the urchins. So my guess would be too many people were taking them to eat. I know that people eat them. I believe when they eat them, it's called uni. They eat the inside of it. That would be my guess. I don't know for certain, but perhaps the urchins have moved to a different area, or they've moved further out. I'm not sure. I hope they're not completely decimated in Southern California, but that was what I watched. Again, as a sorry, there's people all over. As a Boy Scout and toot my own horn, Eagle Scout, I truly believe in leave no trace and leave an area better than when you found it. And it was just sad to see so many people not having that same kind of mindset, or even a little bit of that common mindset, just stomping all over. I'm sure lots of anemones were killed today. Not by me, I don't think. I tried walking. I was kind of cross-legged sometimes, trying to avoid them. And there were a couple places where I wanted to go out, but it was so full of sea anemones that I stopped, went back, and came around. Just because, they're part of that habitat. They're needed in that habitat, and I didn't want to upset that balance. So if you're watching this and you ever go to any of the beaches, be sure to try and leave no trace, which means besides your footprints, you're not leaving anything else behind, and leaving it better than when you found it. I picked up a couple of fins from, I'm guessing, surfboards. I picked up a metal pipe. I picked up several Ziploc type bags, the zipper top bags. I don't know if they're a Ziploc brand or not. Ziploc is not sponsoring me, so I'm going to call them zipper top bags. And just collected all that stuff, and I'm going to throw it away. I believe there's a trash can on my way out that I can deposit all that stuff in. So I'm ending my morning here at Crystal Cove. I'm not sure, but I may try and get back to the left side of 1,000 Steps tomorrow. I'm just not sure what I'm going to feel like. So it's supposed to get really hot today. I think I'm going to grab some lunch and head back to Aunt Sharon's and just have a few beers and hang out, probably inside this afternoon, because it's supposed to be up in the triple digits, possibly 106 today, tomorrow. So it's going to get kind of nasty here. So I'm glad I got out and did so many things when I did, just because I avoided all that heat. All right, so this is my view. Really cool view. They've got kind of like a bar that runs all the way across, looking out on the ocean. houses, businesses down in here. Just a beautiful, beautiful area. I got my creamsicle shake and just opening up my fish and chips. There's coleslaw. Got ketchup, malt vinegar for my fish, more ketchup, tartar sauce, and napkins. And here I am set. I guess I was a little shocked at the price, but I got 4 big pieces of fish. So I'm going to tie into that and see how it is.